maybe this is the weekend he can take the next step.
First leg, Justin to throw first. Game on.
However, he's got to get past Justin Pipe to do that. I'm Dan Dawson, Paul Nicholson alongside me for this one. Has Ratajski impressed you in the times you've seen him on the European Tour this year?
Absolutely, because I've actually been watching Ratajski for a few years. He's played many World Cups for Poland with a few different partners. He played Lakeside last year and did very, very well. And I think he's just one of those almost late bloomers.
140.
Well, he's always been pretty good, but now he's just better.
Well, that's it. It's not like Krzysztof Ratajski has come out of a clear blue sky. He has been around for a long while, and he's won things in the BDO. We knew he was a decent player, but there's always that question mark about stepping up to the PDC and being able to compete with the likes of Peter Wright and Mensur Suljovic, whom he has faced 3 times between the pair of them on the Euro Tour this year, and has come close, certainly given them games. But he seems to be growing in confidence.
I think in every professional dart player's career, or anybody who competes within the PDC system, there is one game that tells them a story. This is the kind of game I've got to reach to get better. And I think it was last year when Ratajski qualified to play on the European circuit, and he was drawn against Chris Dobie. Chris Dobie went mental at him, averaged 102. And I think Ratajski came off the stage there and said, right, okay, so if I'm going to compete against these guys, that's what I've got to do. And he's had plenty of opportunities this year, and he's going to get plenty more. I'm sure of that.
Pretty sure he's going to be at the European Championship. Now, the 167 isn't going for Pipe, and Ratajski, with a couple of ton 40s and a ton, has given himself a realistic chance of getting a dart for the leg. Needs 1 treble for a dart at the bull. Could do better than that, you know, looking at the 11s. He has done better than that. Oh, not far away, but Pipe looking at a ton plus himself.
I'll be very surprised if Justin doesn't get a shot at a double here. He definitely should now. Where's he going to go?
Is it 20? Oh, he's very nearly bust that, but he gives himself a dart at double 14. Likes the 14s and the 13s, Justin Pipe, and he shows us exactly why. Justin Pipe staring down that double and takes out the 108 checkout.
Well, penny for your thoughts, JP, because you wouldn't want to be that double 14 right now. He was staring through it, not at it, through it. He means business today.
It was a very strange decision. I wasn't surprised to see him leave double 14 because he does seem to like the 14s and the 13s. But that second dart was perilously close to that treble 20. Could have made a slightly embarrassing situation for himself there, Justin Pipe, but he got away with it.
Well, the size of those points, Dan, it was still in a different postcode.
Yes.
They're like javelins that Steve Backley used to throw.
100.
Yeah, they are serious bits of kit, Justin Pipe's darts.
And talking about serious bits of kit, talking to Justin at the airport yesterday, he was flying from Gatwick as I was, and he went clay pigeon shooting earlier in the week with his wife Claire. And he showed me a couple of videos of it, and he was pretty handy at it. So when you point a projectile at a target and you pull the trigger, so to speak, Justin Pipe is pretty good at it.
Well, just all round, Justin Pipe is some sportsman. I mean, he's a former cage fighter, wasn't he? So, you know, when it comes to hand-eye coordination and just general all-round sporting ability, Justin Pipe ain't bad. I mean, my word, what a impression he made going back a few years, moving on to the PDC circuit. Winner of a number of PDC titles, including one of these, of course. 3-time major semi-finalist. Made a final on one of these a couple of years ago. That's his best run on the Euro Tour in quite some time. Made it all the way to the final of the Dutch Darts Masters, was given a hiding by MVG. But, you know, who hasn't had a hiding from MVG?
Everybody. But this will feel even better than the 108. It's like really just needed.
Well, Ratajski
100.
We'll look to do this in 14 darts. He'll be happy to do it in 15, but it has to go in 15. Otherwise, Pipe could take a 2-0 lead. He's only going to get the 1 dart at tops.
37.
Not quite for the Polish champion. Can the force take advantage? Now, he may go treble 18 here, but with Justin, with his darts lie, I quite like treble 10 as the shot, because if he hits a single 10, he can just go 20 and tops. But he's hit the treble 18, down for this little bit of the board here. Bottom left, double 8. Ooh, one outside, one inside, missed opportunity.
Well, he could have gone treble 14, double 14. Wouldn't have shocked me if he'd have done that. But it's 1-1. Ratajski is level. Both legs on throw. The plot thickens.
Yeah, both legs on throw, but both players having a chance to break in those opening 2 legs. A closely contested game, this one. Oh, what a start. Start to this 3rd leg.
140.
We've talked a lot, Dan, over the years about Justin's pace. And I implore people out there who watch a lot of darts to maybe watch when he won the first European event. I'd been an oyster. And compare it to now, because he's a lot faster now. He doesn't stop as much. It's very much a continuous action. As you can see, the arm doesn't stop. And he does want to get faster, but he can't change what is already good. His record speaks for itself. He's won Pro Tours, he's won a European event.
91.
And I go back to when he won his first Pro Tour event in Dublin. Beat Phil Taylor in the final, from what I can remember. And after that, he had a period of about 3 months where he was winning every week.
96.
Well, there was, of course, one year where he went into Players' Championship finals as the #1 seed, the best player on the Pro Tour that year, which, in anybody's language, that is a phenomenal achievement. When you're playing against the best in the world week in, week out,
100.
to be top of that ranking, even when some of the top guys don't turn up to all of them, it doesn't matter. You've still got to achieve, you've still got to go and beat them on occasions, and you've still got to beat all the other guys, and the strength in depth,
81.
It's got better and better and better.
Well, I remember a game I had with Justin, the final in Benidorm, back at the beginning of 2012, and he beat me 6-0 in that final, and he was just unmistakably brilliant. And he gave me 2 shots of double in the whole match. And that's what he was doing to people back then. That's what he wants to do to people now. But he understands
81.
the work ethic that needs to go into his game at this point in time, and he is doing it. Even though he has had a couple of injuries, which we may touch on in the next leg.
82.
Just a little tap on the shoulder from Ratajski there. 1-2-2 is gettable, but Pipe can see this off in 2 darts. And he may do that. And he does do that. Good stuff from Justin Pipe, who has that sort of exaggerated, slow swagger to the board.
Nothing wrong with a bit of slow swagger. But we mentioned Justin has had a few niggles over the past couple of years. I know that he and I have talked about kinesthetic taping of injuries. Kinesthetic tape is what's holding me together to this very day.
What is kinesthetic tape? It's like gaffer tape.
You know the stuff that tennis players wear and golfers wear that looks very bright and it's over their elbows and their knees? It's
81.
a way of stretching the muscle out and relieving pain.
Why can't you use gaffer tape?
It probably hurt to take it off.
Right, okay.
It's a bit too sticky.
Oh, I'm not a physio, I don't know.
But
99.
I know that Justin's wanted to get back into his running this year. He wanted to basically do what he was doing back in 2011, 2012 when he was playing that well. And he really was on track to get back to that kind of fitness. And all of a sudden he got a hairline fracture in his shin.
Oh, look at that. Nothing wrong with that. First maximum of this one. It goes to the force, Justin Pipe. Gets him right back in this leg, but Ratajski looking to respond in kind. With a maximum of his own. Back to back. And is this one just heating up?
You can see people in the crowd there. They've just sat down from a Pipe 180, and then Ratajski's done it so fast that they actually realise, oh, I've got to stand up again. What a game this is turning into.
134. Krzysztof Ratajski, 82.
Double 16. Double 8. Oh, well, he's not far away from either. He wasn't far away from busting it, to be honest. Great leg of darts this. Ratajski missing a dart for an 11 darter. Missing one for a 12 darter. Pipe to steal with a 12 darter of his own. Treble 18. Hit this last visit. Can't do it now. So Ratajski returns to level things up at 2 apiece in a very tightly contested game with averages. Wait for it. Yeah, it's there. It is there. 2-2. And the averages right now are 106 apiece. Not bad. Oh, there we go. Well, it's just gone down because Ratajski's taken out double 4. But Pipes is going up.
180.
Oh, can you feel the force of that 180? Justin Pipe was here to play, and I'm sure that he knew when he saw Ratajski as his opponent last night, when he arrived at the hotel, he said, right, I've got to play good, because you know for a fact Ratajski will play well.
Well, this is the thing, and hang about. Hang about. Just lay it on top, Justin. Just lay it next to it. Why not? Back to back 180s for the Force Justin Pipe to start this 5th leg. And the former Euro Tour winner and the multiple PDC title holder has left 1-4-1 for a perfect leg and the second 9-darter of his career.
Even more importantly, this is to break. And he went the John Lowe route of 51, 54, 36. I like it. I like it.
You've just hit 6 treble 20s in a row. Why not go for a 7? Why not? You know where it is. You keep hitting it. You can't miss it.
Sometimes you just think you get a bit shaky on that 7th treble and you need a fresh target.
125.
Just to relax you a little bit.
Just 44.
And I think he just wanted to do it a little differently.
Wow. Nothing unconventional about this. 12 for double 16. Plenty of time with this. But he'll see it off for a 12 darter. And Justin Pipe makes it 5 consecutive holds of throw here. That one, an absolute belter. But what I was saying before Justin Pipe was on the 9 was
100.
This is what Krzysztof Ratajski seems to have got to grips with in his time playing these Euro tours. He's not playing Pro Tour events. He's not got a tour card. Didn't even turn up at Q School earlier this year. I am told that he is planning on playing the full tour next year. Obviously, he'll have to go and get his tour card.
58.
I mean, unless something remarkable happens, like he goes and wins the European Championship and just shoots up the world rankings and gets given one. But getting used to playing the top players in the world,
100.
when they come out and throw 110 averages at you, like Justin Pipe is doing, he's not crumbling. He's not fading away. He's going toe-to-toe with him. And yes, Justin Pipe is averaging around about that at the moment. He's on 107.6. But it's only 5 holds of throw. And Ratajski is looking pretty good right now to level it up at 3 apiece.
Well, a lot of people ask me about how they combat nerves and how do they play better. Well, the thing is, the more you play against these guys of this standard, you get used to being in this situation where you've got to play well. It becomes the norm. And the norm for Ratajski is to punch his ticket into a European Tour event, to go and play, and have to play well. Now, as we just saw Justin Pipe's back leg, it has been a hoverer
100
over the course of his career, but his right side doesn't move. And that's very important, technique-wise.
Yeah, you probably get the feeling with Justin Pipe because he is one of he's one of the fitter dart players. You said about his running, he used to do a 4-mile run every other day. That was his routine. You get the feeling that he's probably, he's tight like a tiger. He can probably sort of balance on one leg without wobbling all over the place. Now, I can't. I've got core strength like a Blamont.
85.
But Justin Pipe probably can.
You require 104.
104 is treble 18. Still is treble 18 for Mr. Ratajski. It is now double 16.
72.
He scared it, you know.
He did, but he's going to come back.
We'll come back to Justin Pipe's core strength in a minute. Got a good little nugget of news for you on that one. But just look at that. The left foot comes up, but the right leg doesn't move an inch. Which means that his stabilizing side, his right side, that doesn't move. Means he's got a lot of stability throwing the dart. Double 16 still for Ratajski. Go on the inside of that one. He might have to move. Older. And he showed me a little video of a place he took his family. And it was in Exeter, doing things like wall climbing. And there was this thing where he was climbing certain cylinders. He was strapped up to a bungee cord. And he was stepping from one cylinder to another, but each one was getting taller and taller and taller. There was something like 16 or 17 pillars he had to go to the top. And it took him no time at all. And then when you think about what he used to do for a living, it makes a lot of sense.
Hey, well, he was a former tree surgeon, wasn't he? Yeah.
So he's used to doing things like that. His core strength must be absolutely brilliant. And that is a good quality to have as a dart player. So people out there want to get better, start craning in the morning.
Well, look, I mean, you've mentioned it before, haven't you? When we talk about 45. The stance, and as long as you are stable, you know, why not? If you want some little tips, why not check out the Dart Show? Paul Nicholson's on it. He gives you handy little tips every month. But as long as you are stable, you stand however you like. You stand 60. Front on, side on. As long as you are stable, it doesn't really matter. And you can see that Justin Pipe is pretty stable. Sometimes he sort of falls a little bit as that leg up, but not very much. And the dart has already gone by that point. As long as he's not falling away in the act of throwing, then you're fine.
100.
It's very ballet-like, isn't it?
He's like a balletic flamingo, is Justin Pipe.
He's the Rudolf Nureyev.
There you go.
The darting world.
There you go. Darts
and,
where darts and ballet collide here at the Happy Bet European Darts Matchplay. One for all of our highbrow viewers. Paul Nicholson catering to the top end of the market, the ABC ones. Justin Pipe probably needs another one here. And he gets another one. How important is that? Gets him down to a 1 treble checkout. Looking to hold throw. But Krzysztof is breathing down his neck again. And look, they're still averaging around about that 100 mark.
100.
Pipe on 101. Ratajski just below that ton. This is anybody's game, and they're playing fantastically. Great stuff. You stay there again. Needs to be high. This time it is. Doesn't worry, that treble 20 bed. Over to the double 18, and he's got the weight of the dart.
80.
Oh, but he's not quite there.
If you require 104.
I guarantee you he thought that was in, because when I saw it for about 1,000th of a second on that shot, I thought it was in as well.
I don't think that's in. No, it isn't. Krzysztof doesn't give himself a dart for the leg in this one.
56.
Right, we'll have another look at the double 18.
36.
It'll get a bit nervy if he comes inside.
Got to go left.
There
it is. It didn't show you on the angle, but the way Justin's darts land, if he went slightly high and left, he had lots of bed to aim at there.
Yeah, you're never quite sure from our angle what the players can see. But he certainly seemed to use that first dart as a little bit of a guide. And this is an opportunity, with Ratajski only going off 44, this is an opportunity for Pipe to get a breaker throw that would just make this so much less stress for him. But you don't anticipate Ratajski to just crumble at any point, because he hasn't been doing that at all this year. That's
a great camera angle, isn't it, from the side, looking at both players
57.
And their stance. And Justin Pipe is no Richie Burnett. Let me put it to you that way.
Yeah.
We said that Pipe was like Rudolf Nureyev.
Oh.
Well, Richie Burnett's like Elvis Stoiko, the Canadian ice skater. He does pirouettes and everything.
Oh, there's all sorts going on with Burnett.
140.
We talked a lot about Justin. And coming through qualifying, he took out John Bull, 6'4", and Andy Bolton, 6'2". Impressive stuff. Ratajski taking out his World Cup partner. That's very nice of him. What about famous Polish sports people in the past?
99.
For some reason, my first look is Andrew Galotta, the heavyweight boxer. who was more famous for punching below the belt than anything else.
Well, I'm not going to level that charge at Krzysztof Ratajski.
Yeah, look that one up, boxing fans. If you haven't watched his fight with, I think it was Riddick Bowe, he got disqualified for punching below the belt.
Well, to be honest, Ratajski, that may be all he has left against Justin Pipe to try and win this leg at the minute, because this looks like Pipe could be producing the first break of throw in this one.
It's deadly stuff from Pipe. It's just really methodical, workmanlike, making things really hard for Ratajski, trying to keep him out of his rhythm, but this is very handy.
Oh, wow. Krzysztof Ratajski with his second maximum at a crucial moment in this game, and it might well keep him in it. But Pipe, once again, looking at the single 20 for double 14. Double 14. We have the break. And Pipe is one leg away.
Well, meme that, everybody. That was a wallop. A really good finish from Justin Pipe. Ratajski hits him with everything he's got, and you just get the feeling that, like I said before, he might have just clipped him under the belt and knocked the wind out of him.
Well, certainly a body blow for Krzysztof Ratajski, who now has to win 3 legs on the spin, including 2 breaks of throw, and he's not managed to break Pipe at all in this game, largely because Justin Pipe is doing a lot of this. Ton 40 for Pipe. You can see he's had the 2 108 finishes. He's had 3 180s. He is averaging just shy of 101. It has been very, very... Oh, just shy of 102, I beg your pardon. That's just clicked up. And Justin Pipe putting in a very, very impressive display. Now, look, I want to get carried away. We've seen Justin put in displays like this, and it's suggested, well, hang on, maybe Justin is getting back to that form of old, and then he's not been able to carry it on over the course of the weekend. You only have to look... This year, he has made a number of European Tour events. This is his 4th. This will be his first win on the Euro Tour. But in terms of any Pro Tour event, as Ratajski looks to fill this up, and does do again for 180 number 3. Still battling away, Krzysztof Ratajski. Yeah, but Justin has not made a quarter-final at all this year. You've got to go back to October last year for the last time Justin made a quarter-final. He actually made the semis that day.
100.
Back in Barnsley. But that is not the sort of form that you expect, or would have expected from Justin, even as little as a couple of years ago. But Ratajski, look at this! Fantastic effort from the Polish champion, fighting his way back into this. 81 left after 9 darts.
Well, he knows what he's got to do. He's got to win all 3 legs. It's as simple as that. Go aggressive now or go home. And you'll be spending the whole weekend
60
back at home in Poland.
Krzysztof, you require 81.
Treble 19 it will be. That's all right, that. That leaves 60. That leaves tops. Tops he gets. That's a beautiful thing about 81 sometimes. You've got to get outclaws with that treble 7. And there's a break. One of 2 which he requires. Krzysztof Ratajski is closer to Pipe. Just make him think.
Well, look. He had his back up against the wall there, Krzysztof Ratajski, and he's produced his best leg of the match. He has to follow it up. There's no room for error. And he's taken on a man who is averaging 100. So, look, this is still very much Justin Pipe's game to lose. However, it is close. And after 2 6-1 wins to kick off this afternoon's session, we have got a cracker for you here in Hamburg. Oh. Very nearly a 7th 180 of this contest.
Well, the winner's going to play Cullen. Joe Cullen, who's had a very good season so far. Got his first title a little bit earlier on in 2017, and he will be watching this thinking, all right,
83.
I'm up for this. These guys have got to take care of this game first, though, because it's anybody's.
Yeah, well, barely had time to think about what comes after this. Now, Ratajski, he's looking to stay there, is he?
120.
Well, he is, and he shouldn't have been, because a 140 would have left him a bogey number, but I think he just liked it so much, because if Justin Pipe fires in a maximum here, he is down to a finish.
Well, it just goes to show how aggressive Ratajski, what kind of mood he's in. Oh. It could cost him now. because Pipe will get a shot at the match. Will he get a shot at a double for this match?
While Ratajski would have been on a finish, even with a single 18 with that last dart of his previous visit. As it is, he's left himself 99, so he needs all 3 darts for that. Justin is not going to take out the 153.
I like bullseye here, but he'll go 19s, it looks like.
59.
Well, it does leave him a 2-dart checkout. Krzysztof needs all 3 for this. Maybe 2 double tops if he hits the single 19. Well, it's treble 16 for double. Well, fair enough.
He does like double 16 a lot,
83.
Krzysztof Ratajski.
Justin, you require 94.
Watching his games over the last couple of years, he does favour that side of the board. But now Pipe, for the match, has got 69 left. Is he going to go safe for the single, or is he going to be aggressive and go for the treble, which will leave him double 6? Double 6 it is, for a 6-4 victory in a belting performance. Oh, so close.
88. Krzysztof, you require 16.
1 match dart missed by Justin Pipe. Are we going all the way? Double 4.
12.
Maybe not.
Justin, you require
Krzysztof Ratajski misses 3 darts to take us to a last leg decider. And Justin Pipe's got double 3. Now, the way Justin Pipe's darts lie, he won't mind this that much. He can build up. That is absolutely perfect. Just stick it on top, Justin. Perfection with that dart from Justin Pipe. And a fantastic display from both men. But it is the former Euro Tour winner, Justin Pipe, averaging just shy of 100, who comes through a tightly contested battle. He wins it 6-4. He sets up a fascinating clash with Joe Cullen. And Krzysztof Ratajski, once again, impressing on the Euro Tour. An average of nearly 97, but not enough on the opening day of the Happy Bet European Darts Matchplay. Coming up now, we've got Martin Schindler. He'll be one of the darlings of this German crowd, as the Wall, a man from just near Berlin, takes on the former World Championship finalist Andy Hamilton. The Wall v the Hammer here in Hamburg.
Justin, congratulations. First of all, good to have you here. That was not an easy one to win.
No, Krzysztof, he really has been playing well. I think he's on about 9,000 or 10,000 in the European Order of Merit. And he's a fantastic player. Nothing bothers him, nothing phases him. And Elmar, please tell everybody I can't do the dance because I've got a stress fracture to my tibia. So I can't do it.
Also normalerweise, wenn Justin hier auf der European Tour gewinnt, dann macht er hier vorne den Breakdancer. Er hat einen Ermüdungsbruch in seinem linken Fuß und von daher kann er das heute nicht machen. Ja, er ist traurig. Justin ist sehr, sehr traurig. Er kann gleich so eine Art, so eine Boxdemonstration sozusagen machen. Er ist ja ein ehemaliger Boxer, Justin Pipe. Justin, it's difficult the last couple of months for you. Why?
It's been really hard, Elmar. I've not got, I think, what I deserve out of this game, and you know, you can only take so many kicks in the family jewels, and you know, you lose heart. You know, and I always think if you reward success with the rewards that this game can give you, you'll work hard. And I've taken my eye off the ball a little bit, but the last couple of 3-4 weeks I've made a few changes. I've gone up a couple of grams in my barrels and made longer stems, and they're flying lovely, and I feel really confident with them, and I want to come back and get going again.
What is the biggest difference between Justin Pipe being the number 8 in the world and being number 28?
Well, having a kick in the old family jewels, you know. I mean, I really do think that I should have been in the Premier League in 12, 13, maybe 11. I'm not getting those calls. I'm not getting into the world tours, and you know, it's like, you know, stepping on your head when you're under the water. It's not nice, and you know, for me, that was very, very hard to take, because you reward success with reward. It's as simple as that.
It's good to have you here. Thank you very much. Justin Pipe, the Force. Und jetzt macht er noch so einen kleinen